Hello, welcome to Texas Lone Wolf McHow, your source for Red Pill Truth. Today we're going to do a topic called 7 Stages of Man. And to the boys out there that are watching this show, you are somewhere here in this stage, okay? And anyways, there's infancy. You're a little baby. You were excused when you made little screw ups. You're puking and all that. And schoolboy, whining schoolboy, satchel, shining morning face, unwilling to school. So yeah, I used to be in that teenager lover. I would be into girls myself. I was that. And anyways, I went into a young man phase. But on the same token, there's no age number resulted in this. The young man soldier. So the young man would be in probably what, 20s? To the early 30s. And middle-aged justice. I don't know what age range that is. You can post that down below in the comments. Okay? And anyways, you know, then he starts going into the old man phase. That's where your hair changes to a silver and you turn into an elderly. In the final era on the 7th stage, you're taking a dirt nap. You see? I don't know what age range is the 7 stages of man, but I'm going to go find that out for you, okay? So I'm going to take this here off. I'm going to let the wolf show up over here, and I'm going to go look. I'm going to look for the answers for you, okay? Anyways, excuse me. I mean, there are 7 stages of man, so to speak. And I'm going to go ahead and get you the age range. So, according to the Pharaoh's standards, anybody that lived past 35 was considered middle-aged. And anyways, over the years, since the Roman Empire and the Athenian Empire, or the Greek Empire, uh, during the evolution of medicine for humans, you know, doctors in practice, and lifespan has greatly, it's greatly, what way back in the biblical times, people depended on the great being that actually listened and provided everything you can think about. I mean, it is what it is. Now, people mistaken, they mistaken the Pharaoh standards with the current standards. At a place that I used to um, you know, um, you know where I'm coming at, okay? The Pharaoh standards is where you know I'm gonna go look. I'm gonna go find the age range that coincides with uh, today's standards, okay, so to speak. It's gonna be more up to date. Are you ready? Now I'm gonna go ahead and bring it back, okay? And I'm gonna put this lifespan, okay? You got prenatal development, infancy, toddlerhood, early childhood, middle childhood, adolescence, early adulthood, middle adulthood, and late adulthood. Excuse me. Anyways, well, this prenatal development comes together when 50% of a father's DNA and a mother's DNA unite. Uh, a human is born, okay? Then you get that toddlerhood, infanthood. So now, childhood or preschool years is 2 to 6. It's growth and change. Children are happy, and it was said if you don't want them to repeat anything, don't say it. True. Okay, middle childhood is age 6 to 11. That's a middle childhood. Um, learning and testing. And adolescence is when, um, people reach puberty, 12 to 18, so to speak. And adolescents have a sense of invincibility that puts them at a great risk of deleting from accident or contracting STIs that can have lifelong consequences. And yes, during this time, they are experimenting, and this is normal for the humans, okay? Back in the Pharaoh era, you were married off to have children at this age, okay? Now, for the male, the hormone starts raging, and the teens struggle to become more independent from their parents. That's normal, okay? and peers become more important, and they strive for a sense of belonging and acceptance. And it is what it is. All right. Now, early adulthood is ages 20 to 40, so to speak. You know. Now, we're going to go ahead and cover this. Late teens, 20s, 30s are often known as early adulthood. Students are in their mid 30s may love to hear, but they're young adults. We are at the physiological peak in violent crime, substance abuse. Focus on the future, putting a lot of energy in making choice that will earn a status of full adult in the eyes of others. So people, I mean, and love and work, and also recent decade, you as others develop that younger adults taking longer to grow up. They're willing to wait longer to move out of their parents' home, finish their formal education, careers, get married, have children. One psychologist, Jeffrey Arnett, proposed that there's a new stage of development after adolescence before early adulthood called emerging adulthood. From 18 to 25 or even 29, individuals still exploring their identities don't quite feel like adult yet. Listen, video games will hold you back. Just telling you, video games will hold you back. Cohort culture, time and history, economy, socioeconomic status may be key factors in youth takes on adult roles. Now, middle adulthood, you notice some people get a little salt and pepper and they start changing. It's between 40 to 65. All right, late 30s or age 40s through 60s referred to as middle adulthood. This is a period where psychological age begins early, becomes more noticeable at a period where people are at the peak of productivity in love or work. It may be a period of gaining expertise in certain fields to understand problems. Here, I'm going to highlight this. They call this middle adulthood is for like something. They're saying that not necessarily experiencing a midlife crisis. Now, middle age, they may be taking care of aging parents, or I did that before. I took care of aging parents, or actually helped take care of aging parents, and someone else that was. I did help with this, okay? And middle-aged adults may be questioning their own mortality goals, commitments, and all that. And the late adulthood, known as being classified as a senior citizen. And anyways, with the medical breakthrough, scientific breakthrough, people are able to live a very long life, so to speak. Okay, the late adulthood is where it's called senior citizen. Now, some people actually come in here and categorize, divide into categories such as young, old, 65 to 74, the old, 75 to 84, the oldest old, 85 plus. Now, The young, old, or similar to middle-aged adults, probably still working, married, relatively active. The young, old have health problems and challenges of day-to-day activities. Old is old are often frail and need of long-term care. However, many factors involve a better way to appreciate the diversity of older adults is go beyond chronological age. Examine whether a person experiences optimal aging, like gentleman pictured above in Figure 8, who is in very good health for his age and continue to have active, stimulating life. No more aging. Now, then you got deletion and going to rest. Of course, you see that right here, the tombstone and and all that good stuff. Most people don't realize, but they have till it's gone. It depends on the factors. If you smoke cigarettes, you drink beer, you go out and shoot up illegal drugs, all that's going to take away years and seconds of your life. And of course, you're going to get some smart aleck. Young adults going to say, oh, well, my grandma smoked over 80 years. She's 80 plus years. She smoked. She ain't got nothing wrong with her. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when she'll come down with lung cancer from excessive cigarette smoke. And the damages to her health is going to be irreversible. So, if you're smoking, I suggest you to stop. So, anyways, and anyways, we're going to go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and put all this here into perspective to give you a chance to see where we at. Many of us don't see this as a challenge. Someone asks you what stage of your life are you in, what would you say? Okay, well, I don't know what difference does it make to say what stage of life you're in. And according to Better Up, there's 8 stages of life. Now, okay, well, we found it. Infancy, toddlerhood, preschool years, early school years, adolescent, young adulthood, middle adulthood, late adulthood. So what difference does it matter? You're only a human being, all right? So I'm going to put all this here in the description box below to give you a heads up on this here, okay? I want to say thank you very much for listening and taking the time to observe. Peace.